So here's a unique fly fishing opportunity. This is jigging for bass in the Owens Valley. You think of the Owens Valley, you think of Owens River, Hot Creek maybe, the creeks up there, Bishop Creek and so on, up in the maybe the upper Alpine Lakes. But do you think of bass in the canals and maybe in the ponds and the reservoir? This is Jarett Coons, who I was out there and spent a day with, and he specializes in the Owens Valley for those species, bass and carp, and in the places you don't necessarily think of. And in this case, he was talking about jigging for those bass with these jigging streamers in the canals near Big Pine.
So we're here on the Big Pine Canal, and we're doing a little jigging for bass. Now, these ditches are used to take irrigation water up and down the valley for ranchers. We got a lot of ranches that use these water for irrigation. So that's what these are intended for. So DWP cleans them out every now and again. So they're relatively clean on the bottoms, mud bottom usually, unless you got structure where they put it in. Usually tulies on the sides, the weed beds will start to come in. But they're relatively open, so we can fish all of it. We can fish every bit of this, and you'll feel the snags. As our fly goes down, you'll feel where the little weed beds have been cut off. You'll feel where a stump might be down there. You're gonna feel all that with these flies. They're gonna bump that. So when it comes to how long do I fish, every day is kind of different. You might start out, you might get a lot of fish right off the bat real quick. You might fish it faster. Some days they might take a while. I've caught a lot of bass on like the 30th, 40th cast. It can take that many times. So it's just kind of feeling it out. If I feel like they're not going for it quick, I'll slow it down. I'll make more casts. I'll work an area faster. And yeah, it just comes to how I'm feeling that day. You'll start out with a rate and you'll kind of get going, and if you feel like you should be doing better, then you could slow it down. That's kind of how I roll. I start out fast, and if it's not doing it, then I'll slow everything down and start really probing and dissecting water and spending more time working, structure. But yeah, again, it's all kind of just probing. It's not big. We can fish most of it as we move up, so we're going to cover a lot of water, so we should bump a lot of fish. They'll hold near the tulies, they'll cruise, so we got a good chance of hitting a lot of fish if we kind of cover it and move kind of quick.
Cool stuff. And if you want to get into it, a completely different aspect of fly fishing, let us know and we'll put you in touch with Jarett Coons. He's the owner of Sierra Mountain Trout Guide Service. He does the standard trout guiding on the Owens, Hot Creek, Crawley, but he also specializes in warm water species, bass, carp, I think even some panfish in the canals and ponds and reservoirs up there in the desert. Really cool stuff, completely different and unique fly fishing opportunity. Let us know, we'll put you in contact with him. We'll see you right here next time on the Backcast.